Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome to another What Will I Be Watching? This time we're going to be talking about the Spring 2026 lineup. Uh, and boy, this one is packed. This one's packed. So, I am going, like, no joke, I had like well over 20 different animes in this whole lineup that I wanted to watch. But the problem is that I've got a lot of other stuff going on. Not only am I preparing for anime in May, like I am currently in the midst of getting all that prepared so I can start recording. I'm also doing a whole bunch of different streams, a whole bunch of different games that I've got planned that I gotta get around to. I gotta finish my playthrough of Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. I got my job. I got my job that I gotta go to every day, and then I've got like my nieces and nephews that I sometimes have to help out with, and then I have to, I got my own other responsibilities that I gotta take care of. So I don't have as much free time as I used to just sit down and watch a whole bunch of animes. And that was kind of the big issue with a lot of the animes that I said I was going to watch. For winter this year. I had to drop like half of them. Not because they were bad. No, all of them were great. They were fine. Perfectly good animes. But like I had to drop like half of them because I just didn't have time to sit down and watch that many animes every week. I didn't have enough free time. So, I'm going to separate this into categories this time. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to separate them into categories. There's going to be the ones that I am 100% going to be watching, no, without a doubt, and the ones that I will be putting on my to-watch list. Animes that I want to watch at some point, but when I finally find some free time to dedicate to it. So, let's see. Where is it? Oh dear. Did I not save? Oh dear. Did I not save the images of the animes that I plan to watch? I don't think I did. Scroll down a bit more just to double check. Nothing. Shit. Did not save that. Okay. I'm just gonna have to go off memory then. Alright, so the number one thing that I absolutely am going to be watching throughout April, May, June, as well as the rest of the year and all of next year, is Season 4 of Reincarnated as a Slime, which is supposed to be a 5-core anime, which means it's going to have somewhere from 60 to 65 episodes. So, somewhere from 60 to 65 episodes is how many that season is supposed to have. And that is incredible. That is absolutely amazing. Because it basically guarantees that my personal favorite arc in the light novel. My favorite arc in the light novel is finally going to be adapted. I was worried that season 4 was just going to be another 24 episodes and that we'd only get to see the next 2 volumes get adapted. We would only get to see the next 2 volumes get adapted, and that we'd have to wait for season 5 before my favorite arc finally got adapted. But no, it's all happening in one season, one absolutely massive season. We're supposed to get the first 2 cores in this year from April to September, and then cores 3, 4, and 5 are going to start in January and continue on all the way until September of next year. So I'm so excited. Oh, this is amazing. I love Reincarnated as a Slime. I absolutely love that series so much. Rimuru Tempest is one of my two favorite anime characters ever. I absolutely love Rimuru Tempest as a main character. So like it's like him and Haru Glory from Rave Master. Absolute 2 favorite characters right there. Like, of course they're my 2 favorite characters. My OC is based off of the 2 of them. It's Haru Glory's outfit. The outfit itself is based off of Haru Glory's outfit, but using the colors of Rimuru Tempest's outfit. That's what my OC is based off of. So, with, a few things here and there to make it more my own. Like the Triforce pendant, and the Triforce pendant and the Avatar, water, earth, fire, and wind symbols on the shirt, which you can see back there. There's my poster. Here's my poster of my OC. So, got that right there on my closet door. But yeah, I'm absolutely looking forward to that one. The next one that is an absolute must-watch for me is The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten Season 2. I love that series. The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. I loved the first season. It was so cute. It was such a cute series, and I am honestly, they could have just left it with season 1, and I feel like it still would have been a fantastic love story. Like, even if it was just a single season long, that still would have been good enough. So, the fact that we're getting a season 2 is a pleasant surprise. And then, Ascendance of a Bookworm, Season 4. Oh, I'm so excited. We got a new art style for Season 4. We've got a brand new art style for Season 4, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. It looks so stunning. And I am so excited because I absolutely love this series. I absolutely love Ascendance of a Bookworm. Such a good story, and mine as a main character is friggin' adorable. She is so cute. And I just love how excited she gets anytime books are involved. Just the excited face that she makes is so friggin' adorable. So, and then Farming Life in Another World Season 2 is another one. I really enjoyed the first season. It is a very good, laid back, feel good isekai. And I'm looking forward to seeing season 2 and what other races end up joining the little town that the main character is building. The Beginning After the End Season 2. A lot of people like to harp on Season 1 um, for its animation and how its animation was not that good. Um, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't think it was great. I thought it was very middle. I thought it was pretty middle of the road. Not the worst animation I've seen for an isekai. I've seen so many different isekais and so many different non-isekais that have way worse animation. I mean, freaking One Punch Man Season 3 looks worse. And the first season of Beginning After the End looks better than One Punch Man Season 3, which is something that is currently, to my knowledge, still airing right now. So, yeah. Like, I didn't think the first season was that bad. I thought it was fine. But that's also coming from someone who only ever read, like, the first chapter of the manhwa that it's based on. I never really sunk my teeth into. That's not one I ever really sunk my teeth into. So I understand that a lot of people, like, who did read the manhwa and have full knowledge of how good the artwork is, I understand that they were disappointed by season 1, but it seems like it's a new animation team. It seems like it's a new animation team that are putting a lot more effort into making everything look beautiful. Here in season 2. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of this story. Because basically, to me, this just seems like Mushoku Tensei if Rudius focused on swordsmanship instead of magic. Like, if instead of learning magic, he decided to just learn swordsmanship. So that's basically what it seems like to me from watching season 1. Let's see. What was the other one? Oh, right, yeah. Yozakura Family Season 2. Yozakura Family Season 2. I am so looking forward to that. I loved the first season of Yozakura Family. It was fantastic. Absolutely amazing. And I read a little bit of the manga. After season 1 ended. I believe this season we're going to see the time skip. I don't think it's going to be immediately. I think it's going to be like a part way through the season we're going to see a time skip. Of course, that's assuming that, it's going to have 24 episodes like how season 1 had. And it doesn't say how many episodes this season is going to have. So, yeah. It's very possible that, it could be just a 12-episode season, and we won't see the time skip until season 3, if we get it. But I know that there is a time skip not too far after the events that we saw in season 1. So I'm looking forward to whenever that happens, because the characters all get like really good redesigns in the time skip. Of course, I guess you could kind of say that for any anime that has a time skip, but in any case, next up, here we go. Demons of the Shadow Realm. Made by Studio Bones, the same people who animated Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. And also written by the same writer as Fullmetal Alchemist. The manga this is based on was written by the same person who made Fullmetal Alchemist, and it's the same animation team that made Brotherhood. So I am so looking forward to this. Like, this has been one of my most anticipated animes for a while. I've been looking forward to this for over a year, and I'm so happy that we are finally getting it. I'm so looking forward to seeing what this ends up being about. So, here we go. The Most Heretical Last Boss Queen, From Villainess to Savior, Season 2. Yeah. I really like villainess animes. I don't know, like, I've really gotten into villainess animes. I've really gotten into a lot of different villainess animes. I can think of several just off the top of my head that really stand out as being fantastic animes. I'm in love with the villainess. Dad's been reincarnated. Endo and Kobayashi. Oh, love that one. Absolutely adore that one. Heretical last boss queen. Taming the final boss. And I'll be a villainess that goes down in history. Like, all fantastic. Oh, and may I ask you for one final thing? Oh my god, I love that one. So many good there are so many good villainess animes that have come out over the years, and Reincarnated as the Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom is the one that popularized the villainess animes, and so now every single season has like one villainess anime in it. Like, almost every single season has a new villainess anime in it. And they're almost always entertaining to watch. Like, almost always. I can't think of one that I've seen that I said where I said to myself, this is stupid. This is stupid and this is not entertaining in the slightest. I can't think of a single one that has been like that so far. They have all been entertaining in some way. Actually, no, I just thought of one. I just thought of one. I don't remember the name of it, but I remember thinking that it's not nearly as good as all the other villainess animes I've seen. I'll figure out what that is, and who knows, maybe that'll be an anime. Not this coming up one, but maybe a future one. But I'm looking forward to season 2. I enjoyed the fact that in this one, she knows how important the plot of the game. She understands how important the plot of the game is, and even though she does not want to play the villainess role, she is trying to change her fate. But she is also aware that it is a very real possibility that the game's events are going to find a way to happen no matter what. That the game's events will find a way to occur no matter what she does. And so she's basically trying to build up a team that will be able to kill her when the time comes, if something happens and she ends up going down the dark path that she went down in the game. So she's building up a team that will be able to take her down if that ever happens. Like, she is trying to prepare everyone for that possibility. And it is just so interesting to see, because, like, usually, like, they want to just straight up avoid that even being a possibility, where she's like, no, I do acknowledge that it is a very real possibility, and I want to make sure that this kingdom can survive my wrath if that happens. So, yeah, I really like it. I think it's interesting. And speaking of villainess animes, this is the original one that's happening. This is another one that I am absolutely going to be watching. An observation log of my fiancée who calls herself a villainess. I'm going to go ahead and read the synopsis for this one. For a natural genius like Crown Prince Cecil, every day is a bore. Knowledge and skills come far too easily for him, to the point that nothing can captivate his interest. However, this changes the day he meets someone who never fails to betray his expectations. His fiancée and self-proclaimed villainess, Bertia. Bertia claims that this world is that of an otome game. She has been reborn as a villainess, and it is her duty to impede the relationship between Cecil and the heroine. Never one to shy away from fate, she zealously takes to her evil role to mixed results. Though she doesn't realize it, Bertia's supposedly evil deeds always come off as sincere and kind. Finally relieved of his melancholy, there is never a boring day for Cecil as he observes his unknowingly good-hearted fiancée. So, she seems eager to be the villainess, but she's so genuinely bad at it that everything she does incidentally ends up making the lives of everyone around her better. Like she's trying to do evil, but everything she does just seems to have the opposite effect. So, let's see. What else? Was this one of them? Oh, yeah. Yes. This one is not necessarily a villainess, but it's from the synopsis, it seems like it kind of follows a similar formula. So I might, I plan to watch the first few episodes of this. I don't know if I'll continue to watch it, like, week after week. I don't know if this is going to be one of the ones that I watch week after week, but I definitely will watch the first few episodes to see if this does, in fact, follow the same formula as a villainess anime. Excuse my poor pronunciation of this. Nigashita sakana wa okikata ga surigeta sakana ga okisugita ken. Or cinnamon title, the English cinnamon title is always a catch. The fish I missed was big, but I caught another fish that was too big. Synopsis. Maria, the daughter of a duke, grew up believing she would one day inherit her father's dukedom. Accordingly, she focused her attention on honing her martial arts prowess, while thoughts of marriage fell by the wayside. But the arrival of a baby brother in her family means she's losing her role as heir. Now that she's decided it's time to marry after all, she's arrived a little too late to the game. Are there even any eligible bachelors left? Upon going to study abroad, in the neighboring country where she might still stand a chance at getting hitched, she's bewildered when the crown prince there declares before all that his engagement to her is null and void. Wait, what engagement? Apparently, he's mistaken her for the wrong girl, but once that's all cleared up, and he catches sight of her knocking out a whole pack of bandits, it turns out that this prince may have a thing for ass-kicking young ladies. So, based on the synopsis, it sounds like it would play out similarly to a villainess anime. That's what it seems like. Okay. All right, and yeah. And this one. I believe this is the last one of the ones I will absolutely be watching. Yoa Teacher. Synopsis. When the new term starts, second-year student Abikura discovers that his homeroom teacher is none other than Hiyori Hiwamura, infamously known as Scary Scary Sensei. A woman rumored to curse anyone who crosses her, but one day, Abikura accidentally witnesses a completely unexpected side of his fearsome teacher after school. The striking contrast between her fearsome image and her hidden personality is utterly irresistible. Brace yourself for a gap moe overload in this tender romantic comedy that's sure to ignite your protective instincts. So, yeah, honestly, the thing that intrigues me about this one is just the adorable art style. Like, I enjoy a good moe anime every now and then. K-On! I love K-On! I think that one's absolutely adorable, and it's basically just cute anime girls doing cute things. And it seems like this has that kind of art style of just cute anime girls doing cute things. Let's see. What are these two? Let me just check. Okay, no. I remember, yeah. This is another rom-com that I'm actually interested in. Mistress Kanan is devilishly easy. Kanan is a demon who descends upon the human world with one goal: to feast on the sweetest delicacy of all, young human souls. Disguised as a high schooler, she sets her sights on her first target, an unassuming boy named Yoji Koji. But just as she prepares to claim her meal, things take a very unexpected turn. Instead of devouring him, Kanan accidentally ends up forming a romantic contract with Yoji. For someone who's lived a millennia without experiencing love, navigating high school romance proves more terrifying than any hunt. Between awkward dates, hand-holding mishaps, and feelings she can't quite name, the once proud demon finds herself flustered at every turn. A supernatural rom-com about a love-struck demon and the boy who was supposed to be her prey. And then there's another rom-com. Gals Can't Be Kind to Otaku. And the synopsis is really short. Meet Takia, an otaku who sits behind the popular girls in class. Jichi and Amane. Since they're people from different castes, people from different worlds from the context, basically. You wouldn't expect them to have much in common, but when their worlds collide over a borrowed eraser, Takia slips up about his favorite anime, and Amane is rather quick to correct him. She says she's not a fan, but her familiarity with the series suggests otherwise. Could she be a fellow geek? So this seems to be like another gal rom-com anime, and those are always entertaining. Those are always really cute and really sweet to watch. So yeah, I'll definitely be watching that one. The one about the demoness, I will give that one a shot. Not promising I will stick with that one for each episode, but I will give it a shot. It could eventually turn into one of the animes that I just intend to watch at a later date. Speaking of which, there's a few like that as well. So first off, Wistoria, Wand and Sword Season 2. I thought Season 1 was okay. And that's it. It was just okay. Not something that I was, like, particularly, like, super hyped about. But, like, when I watched it, I was like, that was fine. So, I'll give Season 2 a watch. Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun Season 4. This one is going to have my it is going to have my favorite arc so far. It is going to have the dance festival arc. And I'm really looking forward to that because that has like my favorite scene between Irma and his love interest. And so I am looking forward to that, but this is one of those animes where I do not watch it while it's airing. I wait until it's completely done and it's been dubbed. I wait till the whole season has been dubbed and then I just binge watch the whole season. This is one of those series that I do that for. And it was basically the same way for My Hero Academia throughout like each season. I would wait till the dub came out and I would just watch each season dubbed. It gives me one less anime to worry about while it's airing, and then when it's dubbed, I can just, watch it at 2 times speed. I can just watch it at 2 times speed and just binge through the whole thing, binge through the whole season in a single day. So. Let's see. Then next one is I made friends with the second prettiest girl in my class. Mehara Maki struggled to connect with anyone during his high school years, finding it hard to make friends. Then a turning point arrived. A girl named Asanagi entered his life. Despite being clandestinely referred to as the second cutest girl in class by the boys, she chose to spend her Fridays with him instead of her best friend Amami, who held the cutest girl in class title. In the comfort of his home, they delved into the realm of games, watched movies, immersed themselves in manga, indulged in junk food, pizza, hamburgers, and guzzled cola, carefree and content. To the outside world, they might have seemed a bit messy, but to both Nagi and Maki, it was a cherished, hidden time together. So another rom-com sounds cute. I will watch the first few episodes, and and then that's probably gonna be it. And I'll save the rest of it for later. And then The Warrior Princess and the Barbaric King. This is 100% going to be one that I will put on my watch later list. Synopsis: Just kill me. These are the words of Serafina de la Valiant, the strongest female knight in the West. After being defeated in a war with the East, she has become a prisoner of the barbarians. What awaits the captive is a life of revenge, torture, and humiliation, or so she thought. What she is offered instead is a marriage to the barbarian king. An intriguing tale of otherworldly marriage is about to begin. And okay. The strongest job is apparently not a hero or a sage, but an appraiser, provisionally. Hibiki, a high school student who was suddenly transferred to another world, wanders alone in a vast grassland of a fantasy world where monsters inhabit. All he has are non-combat skills such as appraisal. From a hopeless situation, he is saved by encounters, and his all-powerful abilities blossom. And another world adventure tale of miraculous reversal cheats burst forth. And the next one. No, it's not that one. Here we go. Even a replica can fall in love. On days when Sunao is sick or not feeling like going to school, she she is called to take her place. Um, she was born. She was born to this world when Sunao wished to have a substitute. No one knows that she exists, but she tries to do her best for Sunao whenever she is called. One day, she talks with Sadana, one of her classmates. They become friends, but soon he notices that she is different from the original Sunao. He was the first one who did. She tells him to talk with her only when she has her hair half up. Sanada does like she told him, and they enjoy their time together. As they become closer, she realizes that she has special feelings towards Sanada, but she doesn't know what will happen to her if she, a replica, falls in love. So the next one, Wait, is this the one I'm thinking of? No. Here it is. This is it. Yes, Snowball Earth. Yukio was destroyed in battle, and Tetsuo survived in an escape pod. After 8 years in cold sleep, the escape pod finally lands back on Earth. But when Tetsuo emerges, he finds a world in ruins, entirely frozen beneath a blanket of ice and snow. Snowball Earth. What happened to humanity? How did the planet freeze over? Will Tetsuo be able to keep his last promise to Yukio? So yeah, post-apocalyptic post-apocalyptic anime. And was this one? No. Where was? Oh, here it is. This should be the last one. Marika's love meter malfunction. Confessing to my childhood friend Marika was impossible for someone as unpopular as me. So I did what any desperate boy would do. I wished upon a shooting star. When I woke up, that dream had come true. I could see a love meter for people, just like in a love simulation game. Once I realized this was real and not a dream, I went straight to see Marika. Her love meter was so low it had broken and practically fallen all the way to hell. If she hated me so much, why was she so nice? Is this how she really felt? Or... So, the first episode of this was released early. And each episode is only like 5 minutes. It's a series of short. It's a series of short episodes. Very cheaply made. Like, just based on the first episode, I could tell it was very cheaply made. Yeah. I'll probably end up watching it at some point, but I'm not in any rush, to be honest. So, but yeah, that's basically all of them. So the number of animes that I'm going to be watching, that I'm 100% going to be watching, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's it. So 10 that I will 100% be watching. And then the ones that I will be watching the first 3 episodes of to decide whether or not I want to keep watching it. There's, let's see, 3 3 animes that I plan to that I do plan to watch the first 3 episodes of, and decide at that point whether or not I'm going to finish watching all of it, episode by episode. And then for the animes that I'm just putting on my backlog, there's eight animes that I'm gonna put on my backlog. 8 animes I'm putting on my backlog. 10 that I'm gonna be watching absolutely 100% through, and then 3 that I'll have to wait and see. I'll have to wait and see if I'm gonna watch them all the way through or not. But yeah. So that's it. That's every single that's basically every single anime that I intend to watch in some capacity throughout the spring 2026 lineup. So let me know in the comment box below. Do you plan to watch any of these animes? Which one are you most excited for? Which one are you most excited for? Is there an anime that I didn't talk about that you're really looking forward to? Let me know in the comment box below. I would love to hear anime suggestions from you guys. So, in any case, that's gonna do it for this video. If it comes out when I think it's going to come out, then you guys should be seeing the premiere of this at 10 p.m. At 10 p.m. March 31st. If I'm timing it right. So yeah. But anyway, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good jazz, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.